In the quaint village of Elmsworth, there existed a prevailing sense of melancholy that seeped into the souls of even the most upbeat of its denizens. Perhaps it was the perpetually gray skies, or the omnipresent moaning of the wind, which seemed to echo the anguished cries of the town's grief-stricken past. Whatever the cause, there was no denying that Elmsworth was a place where joy was a fleeting commodity, and love was an emotion that was as ephemeral as the sun on a cloudy day. And it was here, amidst the gloom and despair, that Arabella and Theodore found themselves, their hearts inexplicably drawn to one another like the moon's pull on the tides. They were an unlikely pair, she a fair maiden with a cascade of golden tresses and a smile that could outshine the sun, and he a brooding, taciturn figure whose dark eyes seemed to hold the weight of the world within their depths. Their love story began, like so many others, with a chance encounter. Theodore, ever the gentleman, had gallantly come to Arabella's aid when her carriage became stuck in the mud one dreary afternoon. It was then, as their eyes met for the first time, that the spark that would ignite the flames of their passion was kindled. And though neither of them dared to speak of it, they both knew that something momentous had occurred in that instant, something that would forever alter the course of their lives. In the days that followed, Theodore and Arabella found themselves inextricably drawn to one another, despite the myriad obstacles that seemed to conspire against them. For theirs was a love that seemed to defy the very fabric of the universe itself, a love that seemed to transcend the boundaries of time and space. And yet, for all their passion and devotion, theirs was a love that was not meant to be. For, as the weeks turned into months, and the months into years, Arabella and Theodore found themselves increasingly unable to escape the pervasive melancholy that clung to them like a shadow. It seemed as though the fates had conspired against them, placing insurmountable odds in their way and leaving them with no choice but to surrender to the overwhelming tide of sadness that threatened to consume them. Ultimately, it was Arabella who made the heart-wrenching decision to end their relationship, her spirit all but broken by the constant barrage of obstacles and setbacks that seemed to plague their every step. As she looked into Theodore's anguished eyes for the last time, she knew that, despite the immense pain she was causing them both, it was the only way to save them from certain destruction. And so, with a final, tearful embrace, they released one another from their passionate bond, each of them left to wander the desolate landscape of their hearts, forever haunted by the echoes of a love that could never be. As the years stretched on, and the memories of their time together slowly faded into the mists of time, Arabella and Theodore found solace in the knowledge that, though their love had been a tragic one, it had also been an enduring testament to the power of the human heart. And while they would never again know the euphoria of their love, neither would they ever forget the exquisite beauty of the flame that had once burned so brightly within them. So it is that the story of Arabella and Theodore serves as a timeless reminder that, even in the darkest corners of the world, love can still flourish, its indomitable spirit refusing to be extinguished, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. And though their love may have ultimately been a melancholy one, it was a love that would endure, forever etched in the collective memory of the village of Elmsworth.